what I wanted to do is talk to you a little bit about what I'm expecting of you guys during the boot camp. So I ultimately have two goals for you overall in general. One is just help us build community. Help us build community amongst the students, help us build community amongst yourselves and the incoming students, and then help us build community amongst the students and the faculty themselves, ourselves. So building community is obviously a core goal for our boot camp. And then just simply your other general goal is just to be a resource for the students, be a resource for the faculty who might need help or something like that. Students will come to you and maybe perhaps asking where to go or what to do or what's expected, things like that. I'll provide you, again, with all the details. I don't want to include it in this video. I also didn't want to have to type all this out, so that's why I'm having the video. But there are also some specific tasks that I'm going to ask you guys to do during the boot camp. One of them is to serve as an advisor to teams. We're going to divide up the students into, depending upon how many are there, 8 teams that will be working on kind of like a business plan for what a project that we're calling the Eagle Spray. It's a shameless imitation of the Shark Tank. Students will be tasked with finding a product that they want to produce that will be sold to the community here in the College of Business Administration, students, faculty, staff, alumni, whatever. That product, they'll probably find it in a catalog, quite honestly. It might be a coffee mug, or it might be a bag, or a t-shirt, or pens, or whatever they think they could sell. And they will get that designed, and or they'll have a plan to design it, produce it, market it, all of that. Now, during the boot camp, they'll have opportunities to meet with faculty from the accounting area, finance, marketing, management, that will serve as consultants, and then your role in that will to also serve as an advisor to the team. I don't want you to do the work. I want the students to do the work, but you're there to kind of guide them based upon the education you've already received from the College of Business. At the end of the boot camp on Monday evening, they're going to present that business plan to a panel of our members of our Business Advisory Council, who will select one plan to actually finance for implementation. And then we will ask those students to actually implement that during the fall semester. They will have the product produced, they will sell it according to their business plan, and reap the profits. So we're excited about that. That's the Eagle Spray. And so you will be assigned to one of those teams to serve as an advisor. Another specific thing I have planned for you guys is to help out with our advising session. There's one session where each of the students will get with their assigned academic advisor. They will meet he or she, and then they will learn a little bit more about the advising process, what each advisor expects, so forth and so on. And so I will assign each of you to one of those advising sessions. Now, you may not be with your advisor, just because we may not have a student for each of the different advisors represented in our student mentors. But I'll try and do that. But don't expect it, or don't be surprised if for some reason you're assigned to someone who isn't your advisor to help out with. But you'll be there to kind of just say, well, here's how I approach course selection and academic advising and so forth and so on from a student standpoint. So there's that. Then the third specific requirement I have for my student mentors is there's another session that is well, I'm just simply calling a student panel. It's a session where I'm going to ask all the faculty to not attend. I won't be there. It'll just simply be you guys and the incoming students. And that panel will be just an open forum of question and answer. Now, I'm going to, in this email, I listed 5 topics, general topics that you guys can talk about during that panel session that might generate some discussion. Things like from your viewpoint, how do you succeed in college and business classes? How do you succeed in career preparation? You might share one thing that you wished you knew coming into Oklahoma Christian, or you might share with them, don't make this mistake, whatever it might be. Also, I suggest maybe talking about what's the one thing you need to know about each professor. which is why I'm not going to be in the room and why I'm going to ask my faculty and staff not to be in the room so that you guys can all speak openly. Hopefully there won't be any malice. I don't think so. I think you guys are all trustworthy, but I do want you to be honest so that you give the students a realistic preview so that they can be as successful as possible in the College of Business. And then lastly, the only last expectation I have for you is just simply to be a help, to be a guide to the students, to help us maybe set up sessions, get students to sessions, whatever it might be. Again, you'll see the schedule that I'll send to you and other details. So a brochure that we put together that we've sent to the students about the boot camp. And I'm sure you'll have other questions. So if you do, email me. I'll try to provide some further communications as we get closer. But I look forward to seeing you guys in August. It's just a few weeks away. Again, thank you so much for helping us out with this.